Hey y'all, I'm James Wright and welcome to my shop. My daughter here wanted to make a project, so we are going to make a simple cutting board. Something that anyone can do and makes a great beginner project for kids. So we're going to be experimenting and playing with some tools, teaching along the way. Let's dive in and take a look at it. Okay, as hard as you can. Hit it again. We're trying to make this crack go all the way through. So let's see what happens when I hit it.
Whoa, you're strong.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece, we're going to move it over here because we built this part because it had a big crack in it already. We're going to move it over here and we're going to put another board in here. So the question is, what wood do you want to go in here? We have two different pieces of cherry, but these look kind of like that. So we might want something that looks a little different. So we could cut down this maple, or we could get some of this really heavy padauk and cut down a thin strip of that and put that in between these two pieces. So, which one do you want? You want the padauk.
Yeah.
You want the redwood?
Yeah, because I never saw redwood in my life.
Okay, we'll do that. Oh, great. That means we gotta rip down some padauk. The first thing we have to do is we have to get a nice clean edge on this. You see how this is really rough? Put one hand on the back here. I know this is really high. I mean, we should take you over to your bench, but you'll be okay on this. So we're gonna push forward. Ready? Push forward. See that curl coming out?
Yeah. Dude, it's really
Okay,
hot.
now we're gonna see if it's square. So let's see, you tell me if it's square. Is that square?
Good.
How's that? Okay, now that we have this side smooth, Melody, what we need to do is we need to make a mark on here. How big a stripe do you want? Do you want a little thin stripe? Do you like a 1-inch stripe? Do you want an 1.5-inch stripe? How big a stripe do you want?
About that big.
About that big right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a marking gauge.
A marking gauge.
A marking gauge lets you set how big the stripe is from this fence to that pin. So where do we want it?
Like that.
You want that stripe to be that big?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can put it on here and we can make a line. If you want to hold it here, there you go. And then bring it back. There. There you go. Tell you what, I'll finish the board for you. Is that better? Boom!
Boom, bam.
You tell me if I'm staying on the line. So you watch that line, you let me know if I get off, okay?
Stay straight.
So now we've cut it, but this is really not smooth, is it? So what do we need to do to this side?
Smooth it.
What do we use to smooth it?
Plain.
Okay, grab one hand here. One hand here, let's go forward. Wait. Look at that, you're planing padauk. So now we got this cleaned up, let's see what it looks like in between these two pieces. Do you like that look?
Not bad.
Not bad? Okay. So now what we need to do is clean up these boards, and these need to have a nice smooth surface so that they'll glue nicely onto this. Because right now you can see all these little gaps in there. We don't want those little gaps there. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing we just did. Okay, Melody, now that we've smoothed this side down, we're going to put this on here. Now I want you to look between these two and see if you see any gaps between them. Do you see any light? That means we have a good joint between these two. So we're going to take these off. We're going to keep them together because we know that these two boards go together like this. Okay, so now we've prepped the clamps. They're all in place. Now what do we need to put on these?
Glue.
Can you help me put glue on them?
Sure.
You take the glue bottle and you put glue on this one.
This is
You gotta squeeze hard.
not easy and I can't reach down.
There you go. Do one more string. Just like that. Now we're gonna put it back into place and squeeze it all up.
Can I just hold it?
Okay, you turn that one and I'll turn this one. Does that sound good? Other way. I'll get a little tighter. Now we have two on this side, so we need one on the other side too. Oh no, do we have another clamp? Yeah. Go turn these. Turn this way. Now pull it down. Okay, now pull it out. Okay, Melody. So we've taken this out of the clamps. Now what we need to do is, how big do you want this to be? You want it to be as big as we can make it?
Medium.
What we're going to do is we're going to make a straight edge on here and we're going to cut a straight edge on there. And then we're going to measure off that straight edge and cut another straight edge over here. And that will let us cut it to length. Okay? So we're going to make this into a big rectangle first. And then we're going to flatten it and take out all this glue junk. Does that sound good? Good. Let's do it. On this side, we can come out 3 7/8. So we're set right here. Now how far out do we need to come?
3.
1, 2, 3 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to put the mark right there. Can you do that for me? There you go.
Whoa.
Now pull it out. See, there's your mark.
There's my own ruler.
Okay, now we need to draw a line from here to there. So we're going to grab a straight edge. Now can you put this right on that mark for me? So now we need to cut it. Because there isn't too much material here, I actually think I'm going to plane that off. We're going to use a scrub plane. Now watch this. I'm going to take it down past that, down to that line. You see this line here? That's where we need to go down to. Now watch your fingers. Step up. Okay, hold on here. I'm going to put my hand here. So you put your hand there. We're going to go forward. Ready?
Almost down there.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little more. And then we're going to switch over to a different plane. Let's try this plane. You ready? Good job. Do it again. There you go. Now let's see if we're square. So tell me, do you see light?
Square. A
A little bit, yep. See about here.
little
A little bit. So we need to take more off of this side. Okay, Melody, now we need to cut to this line here.
It's gonna take a long time, which I would use a saw.
You think we should use a saw rather than a plane?
Yeah, because it takes
Let's do a saw.
over here, but let's try a long time over here.
There you go. Now what's happening is you're leaning this way. You want to put the saw over this way a little bit. So you want to put your shoulder over like that. There you go. Now go like that. There you go. Oh!
Like broke apart.
Yep, now we're going to take this and we're going to clean this side nice and smooth. Okay, you try and do it all by yourself. There you go. Look at you, babe. Whoa, good job. Almost there. So, okay, Melody, what is this called?
A square.
Good job. So we're gonna make one end nice and square. Okay, Melody, you put this mark right where you want it to be. How long do you want it to be? You want it to be there?
No, right here.
Right there? Okay, so we're gonna put this on here, and we're gonna make it at that long. So can you draw that straight line across there?
Whoa, wait.
A little off a little ways.
Medium.
Okay, and we'll do a hard one. Ready? There you go. There you go. Good job. We need to clean up the ends here. See how they're kind of messy?
Yeah.
Let's put this in here. Open that up for me.
Which
There you go. Now turn it the other way. Clamp it down. Good and tight here. Ready? Okay, so let's clean this up. We're going to use the same plane again. So now we have the size of our cutting board. Now we have to get rid of all this other glue and flatten it out and smooth it and make it pretty. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, Melody, we have it clamped here on the bench with these things. So what are those called?
Dogs.
Oh, good job. I didn't realize you knew that. Good job.
The dogs.
Okay, Melody, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the number 4 hand plane. See how it's shorter than the number 5? And we're going to go across the grain. So rather than going with the grain like we did before, we're going to go across the grain. And this will allow us to clean it all down to this height. Here, see how this is higher than this? We want to take off a little bit on this board and a little bit on this board until we get down to this height. So you give it a try. Now remember, your right hand goes back here, and your left hand goes up here. No, this hand is right there. There you go. And keep going across. There you go. Look at you. You're right blooming natural there, babe. So now we've done this side, what do we need to do?
The other
Oh, I know. Now that we've gone across it, we've cleaned it all down. Now it's all nice and flat. Now we need to go with the grain and smooth it all out. So you can help me with that?
Yep.
Let me show you. Watch this. Use this plane. Okay, now we're going to back up here. We're going to go straight across. Ready? A little more. Got to go all the way. There you go. Come on back. There you go. Okay, Melody. So you drew out your logo that you want on there, and we're going to carve this into the corner. So rather than just putting it in the corner, what we're actually going to do is we're going to cut off this corner in a round shape. So you're going to get that round shape from this. So I'm going to need you to trace the inside of this circle. Can you do that?
Right here.
Yep, right there. Perfect. Okay, I'll hold it. Don't hit my hand. Good job. Keep going. Look at the chisel. Don't look up here. Look back here. Look what you're hitting. Look what you're hitting. There you go. Nice work. Let's do it right here.
So small.
We're just going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do it on this side. Now you're going to do this side. Okay? We're going to go all the way down. 13.
2 more.
14.
1 more.
15. Okay, now we're going to do this side. Here, you do this side then.
15.
So, Melody, you drew your logo. Now we're going to carve it in. So we're going to put some glue on here. And we're going to put some glue on here. Okay, where do you want this to go? Do you want it to go like this? Okay, stick it down.
That's my logo.
Okay, now we're going to carve it.
Carve it.
Look at the chisel. Look what you're hitting. Stop. Okay, stop. Look. Now we have to print. Now we have to do the circle. It's going to keep moving. You keep going. Keep going. Almost. There we go. There's your logo. What's this called? A card scraper. Because it scrapes it. Watch.
But why is it a card?
You see it's shaped like a card?
And they're for sale on Daddy's workshop. My dad's. Scrape it up.
Okay, Melody, so rather than using boiled linseed oil like my normal, I'm going to use feed and wax.
Feed and wax.
Okay, really? You ready? So we're going to put this on straight out of the wood. It's kind of gloppy, isn't it? And we're going to take the rag, so you get, show me, I'll fold it in half, and then fold it in half again, and fold it in half one more time, so 3 times. Okay, you can rub it on.
Double. It smells so good.
I know, doesn't it smell good? Okay, spread it around.
It looks like a smear of apple that got crunched.
We're going to clean off all the excess. We're going to polish it down. So there you have it, a very simple cutting board, nice stripe, a little bit of carving, and a lot of fun that can be used for years and years to come. Did you have fun, Melody?
Yeah.
So if you have someone in the family who wants to learn about tools and how to use them, this can be a fantastic project. Also, if you'd like to see some of the other beginner projects I've done with the kids, I'll leave a link to those down below. And on top of that, Melody has her own channel, Melody's Workbench, where she does videos on making a few things herself. So go ahead and take a look at that. It's a lot of fun. And until next time, have a wonderful day.
Bye.
A cutting board is when you get bored of cutting.
Daddy.